This is the BHI show on Passion Radio. Join us every Thursday 2 till 4. Your host is Lesley O'Connor, and today she is interviewing Tashai Brown and friends. Tashai is the Managing Director of the Black Health Initiative, a charity based in Leeds. Let's drop in on the conversation and see how Tashai is moving this charity forward.
So it's all about looking at those disproportionate inequalities within healthcare that directly impact the health of black men, women, and children. We also look at social care, so social justice and injustices. We look at education, so you might have a teenage son that's in school and actually schools are looking to expel him because he might be a little bit rowdy, a little bit boisterous. Us as parents feel that there's a lack of understanding when it comes to the education system with those teachers. We help support those families, those young people to, I suppose, challenge those schools on a lot of their policies that they have that sometimes impact our children's education in a negative way. So we really are quite a broad charity in terms of we cover quite a lot of different areas. Going forward with BHI within the community, we are looking to do more projects around youth violence. So that's knife crime, gang culture. We have really started to recognise and understand the importance of bringing back those youth services. We do a lot of support surrounding our elders, especially those that came from the Windrush generation. So we help our elders to look at social interaction and social activities, getting them out of isolation. So we do a lot of luncheon clubs, we do a lot of social activities for our elders, and we also do a lot of work around maternity. And I think the nature of this radio channel station is really to kind of get our message across. When we're looking at our community, we have to look at those health problems, and mental health obviously we know is one of those challenges that we all deal with, but in particular in the black community there's so much stigma around getting help, around counselling, around therapy. So we really push that agenda, really getting people in the community to look at their mental health, their well-being, making sure that they're actually having their regular appointments with the doctors and that they're actually having health checks done. Diabetes is on the increase within our community. If we look at our typical Caribbean meal dinner that we would have on a Sunday, it's a bit starchy. I'm not saying that, it isn't delicious, but we're not living the lifestyles that we do when we're back home in the sunshine, when we're walking for miles. We're living a very completely different lifestyle, very Western lifestyle now, but yet we're still eating our very traditional cultural food, which are based on starch. There's actually a history behind the foods that we ate, why we ate them, but we've definitely evolved as a people now. So we have to look at the choices that we're making and how much rice and peas are we eating during the week. Are we putting, do we need to have condensed milk and nutriment and ice cream in our Guinness punch on that Sunday, as well as, the ITAL food, which is, cornmeal porridge, and, our dumplings. Not saying that we should be replacing those with something else, but we need to be looking at healthy alternative or making sure that that is literally a treat meal. There are healthier ways of having our traditional Caribbean meals. I'm just putting that out there. I've kind of moved swiftly on to different things, but yeah, BHI, the Black Health Initiative, is a charity. It's black led, so our board of trustees, our volunteers, pretty much 95% of the staff and everybody that's involved in the day-to-day operational tasks and duties of BHI are black, from the African Caribbean community or from the African diaspora. So we're really proud of that. We're not an organisation that actually is led by another group of people and then they just have the workforce being the representation. We are the representation throughout our own policy making to those that making those decisions, to people that volunteer, people like yourself that volunteer, are from the community, and I'm really proud of that. It's something that I think we should tap our backs and our shoulders, that we are a genuinely black organisation. We primarily, and I say that quite passionately, we primarily focus on the African Caribbean community. However, we do support the Asian community as well, and ethnic minorities, but our main focus is those from the African Caribbean community. So yeah, I think that's really it about BHI. I've come to BHI because I'm excited. I think it's important that we support charities like ourselves. I think a lot of the time skilled individuals within our communities go elsewhere, so they take that skill and they then service a different community or a different area. So for me, I'm actually going to try my best to bring the skills that I have in international crisis disaster management, in the funeral industry, my passion for creativity and the creative arts, and bringing that to BHI to make sure that our young people, our elders, and the members of our community kind of have access to good resources. So we're making sure that we are healthy. We're a healthy people, so that we can take on a lot of the challenges that we are to face. And one of the big ones is the cost of living crisis at the moment, and the shortage of blood.
Blood is so important. I've given blood. I've given blood quite a few times, actually. Have you given blood? Do you know what your blood type is? When last did you have your blood pressure checked? It's all about black health on this radio. And today we're going to be talking to, well, before we go there, that was a long interview with Shaniah Brown, the managing director of BHI. Thank you so much, Shaniah. And also, can volunteers, how can people get in touch with you, Shaniah?
Absolutely. So we are actively seeking volunteers from all different walks of life, from the African Caribbean community in particular. Just email us. So go to our website. You can go to our website and fill out one of our contact pages, which is www.blackhealthinitiative.org, or you can email us at admin@blackhealthinitiative.org. It's really straightforward. Or you can give us a call at our office number, which is on the website. And yeah, just let us know what you're interested. Like I said, we've got an array of services at the moment. We've got our Fusion Cafe. We've got mentorship programs that's coming out. We've got our health clinics. We have got our community kitchen. So if you're a chef, there's lots of different projects that you can be involved in, that we're always looking for volunteers. And also, if you consider yourself to be a bit of a role model, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to necessarily have everything figured out. But if you consider yourself to be a good person that could share and pass on your skills to a younger person, and you can act as a bit of a mentor, a bit of a role model, we're actively looking for you. If you have a business and you're a business owner, or you have a skill, contact us, and would love to pair you up with a young person who would shadow you, and you would show them that way. So yeah, contact us, go on the website, that would be brilliant, or contact Passion Radio.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Shaniah. You've just given us lots of information. So you heard it from Shaniah. If you are interested and you want to be a volunteer, I'm a volunteer, and look where I'm sitting, and you want to be a volunteer, then please get in touch with us, because we're always looking for volunteers at BHI. And let's go to our next song. Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed that song. So I'm Lesley, like I said before, I hope you haven't forgotten, and I'm at BHI. And our next guest who's coming on the platform, it's all to do about blood. So do you know your blood type? Have you given blood? Or when last have you had your blood pressure taken? But today we're going to be talking to Shaniah Brown, who is a blood scientist. She graduated in 2021, and her degree is in biomedical science. So let's welcome Shaniah on the platform. Hi, Shaniah.
Hi, you okay?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the platform today and talking to us regarding blood.
No, it's no problem.
So first of all, can I just ask you, is it really important for people to give blood?
It is, I can't even stress how much it's important that people give blood. I mean, every single day, pretty much every minute of the day, there's a person that's in need of blood in a hospital somewhere. And I think there already is a shortage right now for blood. So that need is just growing and growing and growing every single day.
And why is it so important to give blood as a black person?
Okay, so when we talk about like black people, the Afro-Caribbean people or of descent of that, we carry certain diseases like everyone probably knows most about sickle cell disease. So that's a disease that only is carried under Afro-Caribbean descent. And so that people need to give blood for that. The closer you are to that person, is the better that blood is for them. So the idea is to get a perfect match. So your race is really important in that, because as much as blood as a whole is very similar, our ethnicity, our culture, where we come from, it has an impact on the makeup of our blood, which is why there's only certain diseases that we carry that, let's say, someone of white descent doesn't carry.
Okay, thank you. And how often do people actually come forward, the black communities, to give blood?
So the last time I checked, I think it's less than 5% of black people in the UK give blood. So that makes up to be less than 20,000 of the population that actually give blood regularly. So when we're looking at as a whole, I'm not 100% sure how many black people are in England, but it's more than 20,000. So it's nothing really.
Right. And so what can we do then to encourage people to, or encourage a person of colour to actually give blood? What can we do?
I think a lot of it is about awareness and understanding. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about blood donations and what it actually involves. I think people are scared and they're not sure what they're doing, but it's a really simple process. It takes less than an hour, and it is safe, and it has no effect on you. In fact, you find out information about yourself, like your blood group. So it's really helpful, not just for others, but for your own health as well.
Yeah, well, I do remember me having, when I gave blood, and they actually tell you where your blood goes.
Yes, they do. They'll let you know. I gave blood 3 months ago, and I got an email not long ago telling me where my blood's actually been, and who it was given to. So it was really nice to hear that.
Yeah, exactly. That you're helping somebody else. So, so you're saying then, is there somebody who you know, or somebody where people can go to actually give blood? Where can they go?
So if you go on the NHS website, blood donations, or the blood organisation, the NHS website, they have that online. All you need to do is say, I would like to give blood, and it will take you through the process. You can call them, you can email them, you can fill in the online form. Once you've done that, they'll give you a call. They'll go through all your medical history to make sure that you're fit enough or well enough to give blood. And then from there, they will find the closest centre for you to do that, which is usually within 5 or 10 minutes of any location.
Okay, no, that's brilliant. And is there anything else what you would like to add before I let you go?
I would encourage everyone to give blood as regularly as they can. It's really easy. It doesn't take a second, and you're going to help so many people.
And it doesn't hurt. Tell them
it
doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. It's so fast, and you get a free drink and a free snack at the end of it. So that's something. And you'll feel so much better knowing that you've contributed to someone's life.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Shaniah, for coming on the platform and talking to us and making those awarenesses for everybody so they can do something about that. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye. Wow, so you heard it here, guys. You know how important it is to give blood. So, have a look on the internet, or if you haven't got access to the internet, ask a family member to help you. And then just make some inquiries about giving blood. And then once you've done that, and then you can just, wait for all that information to come to you. Okay, before we go to our next song, we're going to be just asking Tashai Brown. Tashai, what do you think about giving blood?
Yeah, I think Shaniah hit the nail on the head, and I think just being more specific to the Black and African Caribbean community is that there's a shortage, and I think that's what we need to understand. There is a huge shortage, and like Shaniah explained, although blood is blood and it's all red and it comes out of your arteries and your veins, there are slight differences between those from ethnic minorities, especially in the Black community. So obviously we're aware of sickle cell anemia. That is a specific disease that is just for us. So just put yourself in the shoes of someone, God forbid, you're in an accident and you need blood. We need to make sure that there's blood out there for you to access while you're in that time of need. And like Shaniah said, it's really straightforward, it's really easy. So this is what this station is all about. This next 2 hours is really all about getting the information about health and wealth, because our health is our wealth. And when we look at COVID, it proved how important our health was to us. So we're trying to get the word out there, and I think, Lesley, you're doing a fantastic job. And and I think each week you're going to have a different expert, or a different someone else speaking about different aspects of health, wrapped up in music. So thank you so much for doing this with BHI, and thank you, Passion Radio. So put on the next tune, man.
Let's do it. I've got another guest with me, an employer. We have got Laura in the house. Hey, Laura. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? And how are you enjoying the radio so far?
Yes, I'm very proud. Congratulations on your new show, the BHI show, every Monday, 2 till 4. Will be Thursday. Sorry, I'm on the radio on a Monday, 2 till 4. Every Thursday, 2 till 4, the BHI show. So just urge everybody to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend to listen.
How excellent is that?
It's fantastic. It's such an achievement. Yeah. And music, we were having this conversation, weren't we? Music
is good for the soul.
That's it.
It's good for the soul. And if you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, well, I remember those days when I was up dancing. It's all right, you can still dance. You can dance in that chair. Because so long as you're moving around, it's all good for you. So you can lift those legs up and stretch your knees out and lift your arm up and have a good stretch. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And as well, it's like, even if you can't move, you know how the music makes you feel. The music vibrates in your soul. That's it, Music is such a healer, and it can take us back to good times and lift our spirits. Yeah, I think it's really good for our mental health and physical. I think it's probably the best gift that was ever given, music.
Yeah. Because there's just all sorts. You can listen to it 24/7.
Yes.
And you've got different music for different styles, and so whatever you like, it's out there. Yeah.
It all comes from us. It all comes. I think.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Every type of music, every genre, it all stems from us. Literally, we are the musicians. We are the creators. So I'm very proud.
Absolutely, I'm very proud. So Laura, what do you do? Please introduce yourself. Tell the audience a little bit about you. Who is Laura? And what are you doing at BHI?
Right, okay, so who am I? Now this is where I get a bit tongue-tied. Okay, so I've been working for BHI, I think, for about 2 or 3 months now. Probably about, I think, 2 months. I think I started in October. And I am just doing a little bit of everything, really. A lot of admin, making sure that the emails and telephone calls are dealt with, booking appointments. But one thing that I've really enjoyed doing is working with Tashai, who is the new managing director, just helping her to get these projects up and running. It is so necessary that we have projects working within the community for the community, you know. It's really important, it's vital, because there are so many people out there who need our help and support. And community is not what it used to be, is it, Lesley?
No, it's not. It's not. It's all changed. It's all changed. Yeah, it's not. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just like blabbering on. She's giving me the mic. I'm trying to sort the music out. I'm looking for your next track, and she's asking me questions. Yeah. I know you're meant to multitask, but I'm not very good at multitasking. But yeah, I mean, I'm listening to what you're saying, and yeah, I'm with you, because I've been here the same time as you, and it's been excellent working in this environment and learning different skills and doing this, you know, being on the radio. I've never been on the radio. Well, I was on a private radio a few years ago before the lockdown at Harrogate Hospital. I did that for a little while. But apart from that, you know, so it's really nice to be in this space. And BHI is a volunteer. I'm a volunteer. I'm doing a course in multimedia journalism. And now I've got an opportunity to show off my skills. And I'm on the radio station. That's brilliant. So, yeah, I'm having a good time.
I think that's what BHI is about, giving us opportunities to learn and grow. Yeah, because oftentimes we don't get those opportunities, you know. The fact that you are doing your masters, you know, in journalism and media means that you're perfect for this. Like, yeah. And there are so many people, like the two of us are both, I don't think you'll mind me saying, we're both mature students. I think that, you know, we have the advantage going to university at this age. Yeah, it's something that's actually quite fun and interesting. Would you say, I'm interviewing you now, would you say that your life has changed much since going to university?
Totally changed. My life has totally changed. I just love it. I'm discovering who Lesley is. I'm learning all these different skills I didn't realise that I had, and I didn't realise that I could do, you know, and that is really good. So it's really nice being at university to do that. And I'm sure there must be somebody out there who would like to do some studying and like keep thinking about it, because I was thinking about it for a long time, and I never did anything about it until I was racially abused, and then I decided I'm going to go to university. Yeah. So, you know what, whatever you want to do, you've just got to go out and just do it. Just believe in yourself and just do it. Because if you don't do it, the only person you're hurting is yourself. And we want to look after our mental health. We want to look after ourselves a lot better. You know, we want to treat ourselves, give ourselves self-love and look after us. And so if there's something out there what you want to do, then go and do it. Or if you think to yourself, you know what, I haven't got those skills to do that, do some volunteering. Tashai and Laura have just been saying about volunteering, you know, to learn different skills and then get you ready. And then while you're learning those skills, you think about you're going to be meeting different people, you know, which is fantastic as well. So, you know, knocking volunteering, I don't think you should knock it. I think it's a very good thing to do, because yeah, you're not getting paid, but look where I'm sitting. Who would have given me this opportunity if I wasn't volunteering. So, to be sitting here in this chair, I think it's fantastic. So I think volunteering really works. I think it's good. I've met, yourself. I've met, working with different people and meeting different people and doing different things, taking pictures at different events. It's been excellent. So yeah, volunteering is really good. But let's talk about giving blood. Have you given blood before?
Yeah, it's a subject that is, I don't know. I think I'm a bit on the line when it comes to giving blood. Oh gosh, how would I say? I think that it's a good idea. I think that it can only really prolong life. A lot of the work that I do is around dying, death, and grief. So anything that we do in this lifetime to help us to prolong our lives, I think is a good idea. I also think personally that we have to be aware as well about the different other elements, We had a person called Leon Marshall on Passion Radio a few weeks ago, and the two of us were discussing the fact that you have to actually take care of yourself so that you don't get to that point. To have to take blood should be the last port of call, Prevention is always better than the cure. So if that means that you have to change your diet, if it means that you have to exercise a bit more, if you have to, work out your health in the way that, are you getting enough sleep at night? Are you getting enough of the nutrients that you need? Are you taking in enough oxygen? Are you oxygenizing your blood so that oxygen can then nourish your organs? It's really important. So when you ask about the blood thing, it's a bit hard for me. I was raised in a religion that said don't take blood. Right. So I've never given blood and I've never taken blood. Yeah. So in order for me to get around that, I am trying my best. My diet's not the best, as you know. I do love an oxtail. But I'm trying my best to, start preventing, start changing up my diet. I have joined the gym and do as much as I can in that way. Yeah, it's killing me and I'm scared of the gym. I'm scared. But, we've got to do those things in order to grow, haven't we? And I'm too young to be looking blood, so let me sort out the alternatives. Yeah.
I think that's so important. Look after yourself now. So making the blood your last resort to go to. That is so true. So what can we do then to prevent you getting there? Prevent that from happening. So that means, like your diet now. That means looking after, looking at what you eat. How do you move around? How many steps do you do a day? No, I was going to say everybody's got one of these watches, but not everybody has. Yeah, but a lot of people have got watches or they've got a mobile phone, so you can record your steps, how you're moving around, because they say, is it 10,000, 12,000 steps a day, what you're meant to be doing to be moving around, getting really energetic? Or what is it? Is it your heart rate? Get your heart moving for 20 minutes each day. And if you can't afford to go to the gym, because not a lot of people can with all the other things going on in our lives, so if you can't go to the gym, there's other things you can do. You can walk around your room, or you can go up the stairs, or you can walk around the house, or go outside, and obviously just take it easy, but just to get your heart rate moving. Or you can listen to BHI Radio. We're going to play some more music for you shortly. And you can start moving with the music. There's that as well. You can do that, which is always good.
I think as we're coming up to the break, maybe we should have another song. Would you
Absolutely. Let's go for it. And what song would you like to hear, Laura?
Me? There was one that you was talking about earlier on that you said that you haven't heard in a little while.
Okay, let's have a look. Right, we can't find that one, so we're going to put on...
Help me make it.
Ready to learn. What's ready to learn? We're going to play this. Ready to learn. Yeah, so enjoy. Thank you.